From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Baltimore. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Throwing first play is Lance. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Lance. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. They'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller now in his 4th season in the NFL.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated. That was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win. So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Lance looking to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Lance now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lance. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form. It pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
Well, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed right there to knock it away.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Chiefs offense set to go. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and he tackled him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And this one is right through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Lance now on 1st down.
He dumps it off to Barkley.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 1st down, Lance. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Lance now to throw.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bills sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
To throw, it's Lance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Henry.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance got a man. It's Diaby Brown complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Lance again.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here's Lance. Here's Freiermuth again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And his pass incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Lance looks to throw again. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 31. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw here. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to number 83. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
At the 42-yard line.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, Barkley. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. And it's the Dolphins who are out in front in the second quarter. The Dolphins trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Mac Jones with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Javonte Williams. 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him. But you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A shotgun handoff to Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Henry up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Inside handoff, Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. They set up the screen for Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick 6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. KC's offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 29, Lance. And that is incomplete here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
And Lance now to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. They begin with Henry.
To about the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw.
And this one too low.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44-yard line. Have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
And Lance's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
The ball carries by a wide receiver. He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Lance. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Lance looking to throw it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
Up the middle with Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Lance going to throw.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Now Lance.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Desperation time here. Lance.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
Forced out to his left.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This will go to Henry out wide.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And some room to maneuver.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now back to throw. Flush to his right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Bills send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year.